Hello. Thank you all for waiting. Boop. James was getting ready to leave for his night flying, so that's why I took a minute. Oh. So we have had power outages the last couple of nights. And evidently it resets the brightness. Now don't get me wrong, it looks really fun. Like especially at night, the room is like really pretty and glowy. But it blows out on camera, so I have to like lower the setting. Oh my gosh. Oh, just... Alright. Okie dokie. And yes, we are diamond dotting today. So, let's get this all situated. And get this all situated. How are all of you doing? We got a bunch of stuff done today before James had to run out. We got all the cat's nails trimmed, which is quite an accomplishment, honestly. Including Mittens. Okay. And boop. Okay. Oops. Tired but alive. Mood. That's been like the one really annoying thing when we lose power, is that we fixed it now, so it won't do it again. But like all of our lights go on when the power comes back. The ones that are all like controlled by apps and things like that. So that's irritating. So first of all, I woke up because no power, it was just, it all of a sudden got really quiet in the house, and I was like, hello? And then, when it was coming back, the like light switch, which is like, again, controlled by an app, was making like a ton of noise, and that woke us up, and I'm like, what in the heck? Like, it was a whole thing. So, I mostly felt bad because James had this thing today, and he didn't need to be awake because of freaking power. And like, there wasn't even a storm at that point. The power had gone out because there were outages in the area. And I think that they turned the power off to like do a repair, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, I feel as though they had to almost like disconnect something and then reconnect it. And so they like turned the power off. So, and then they like put it back because it was only out for like 20 minutes. 20 or 30 minutes. Still annoying. Yeah, I heard that a lot of Jersey had tornado watches. It's almost like Mother Nature's really pissed off. I couldn't imagine why. couldn't imagine why. Almost all of this section is a rose. It is. And it's a slightly bigger than normal section because I'm doing the little like half section down here. So yeah. That'll be fun. So I ended up like, our vet has like a text line for like, you know, talking with them about like, you know, medicine renewals and whatever. And today we're sitting hanging out with Mittens and I was like, you know, maybe I should message the vet and see if anyone there is looking for a cat or knows of anyone. And so I put like a little thing together and sent it, and now I feel like super self-conscious about it. Because I'm like, it's not really what that line is meant for, but like, I told James today, I was like, I gotta be so honest with you. I said, I really want to keep him. Like, I know that we can't, but like, I desperately want to. And I'm like, I'm also okay if he goes somewhere where we can get like updates like we do with Gandalf and with Soot. But I'm like, I really am struggling with the like idea that he could just go and I'll never know anything about him. And I'm like, ugh. Like, if only he and Maple got along. You silly boys. Your anxiety is the same way? Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm sorry that it goes like that, too. Oh! That would be... I would be happy to, like, meet her part way. She also hasn't responded. I just, like, I want to, like, bring him places and be like... I don't know. I was secretly hoping that Gandalf's parents were going to be like, actually, we would love to adopt another cat. We think Gandalf would like a buddy. You need a tag that says, ask me about the cat I'm fostering. I just need, like, a friend or family member to adopt him. That would be ideal. I mean, ideal would be that he and Maple got along and they became the Basement Boys together. But do you guys want to see how they were last night? I haven't posted about him on like my social media. I have posted about him on my personal Facebook page. But not like my Instagram, like not my business stuff or like my pet one. So like I have posted him on like my Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that. And James has been asking people on base. Hi, James. Two series you want to read? I bought the e-versions of both. A total of 10 books. Oh my goodness. That's fun. So what's everybody else up to today? Y'all feel very quiet. We just vibing? Y'all doing okay? Working. First ebooks you bought for your Kindle because you use the library all the time. Oh, Heartopia, fun. I haven't been on there in a minute. I'm glad. Migraines are no fun. Oops. Ooh. Interesting, Allison. Hi, Petrichor.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Saren. Hello. How was the rest of your stream? Hi, Liz. How are you? I love Ori and his little cup overflowing. So cute. Caught up, finished at the point. I hope to be. Oh, that's awesome. You have a paw in your ear. Oh, by your ear. I read that originally as in, and I was like, yeah, that checks out. Well, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for coming over on that raid. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we obviously do different crafts, like diamond dots, perler beads, miniatures, I don't know. Lots of fun stuff here. You'll find me designing patterns too sometimes. I've been working on getting some new designs in the shop. So welcome in. This is my very first Diamond Art Club. I was flabbergasted by the size of this. And so we are working on it once a week for however long this is going to take. And yeah, I'm enjoying it though. I quite like the kit. So that's good. But welcome. I will make you your star as soon as I finish all of these colors here. Or all of this color, I should say. Not all of the colors. Raiders, what are you all up to today? I was just asking my chat what everybody was doing. Are we crafting? Are we working? Are we gaming? Let me know. And of course, if any of you need to lurk, please feel free to do so. We are very lurk friendly here, and appreciate anyone spending any amount of time over here. Hi, Half to Happy. We're screaming. Why are we screaming? I hope all good things. Doing some regroup highlight. Ah, no worries. No worries at all. I know I had to duck away a couple of times during your stream to get stuff done. So I understand. As much as it would be lovely to just sit and hang out with our friends. Petrichord, thank you for the 175 stream streak. Goodness gracious. A Shroomish! I love him. Sometimes it's just nice to have your friends up in the background with whatever you have to do. Absolutely. That's honestly, I do that a lot. Just because it's nice to have company. It's nice to have someone around that you can either talk to or listen to or whatever. Saren, thank you again. Thank you so much for the raid. Here is your star. Thank you again. If you need to, I know you already said you have some stuff to do, not to worry. We will be here. Got your main fabric pieces cut out yesterday. You just have lining and a couple interfacing pieces left. Do you have a photo or a link to the pattern that you're cutting out, Petrichor? I forgot to ask, because I know that you've like talked about it a few times, but I'd love to see like what you're going to be making. I'm in a month 2 of a new job. Decided on a request for proposal. It's your old job. Oh, really? Oh, no. That's, that must have been a little awkward, huh? Hopefully it went smoothly. Camera's off, though. Oh, okay, that's good. That's a relief, at least. I said nothing. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, at least the cameras were off. That helps. Oops. Oh, goodness. Not me accidentally touching all those drills, not where they were meant to be. Oops. got so sweaty so fast. Honestly, I understand. Did you know that they were going to be in that meeting? Or was it like a surprise? Because I don't know which is worse, knowing or having the surprise. Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's another thing seeing the names, brain exploding, yeah. I get that. I definitely understand. I hope that the new job has been good, though. That, like, you're enjoying it. Thank you for the streak! Oh, of course! Of course. I understand. Everybody needs to vent sometimes. Ooh, making the long version. Oh my god, I love it! Oh, I can't wait to see the fabric you're using. That's going to be so pretty. Hi, Catman! Welcome in. With your puffy dress and pet. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be so nice. The only valid stress response. Yeah, that or just like instantly lying on the floor. Oops. Oh, not the two beads stuck. Oh no, not them stuck to each other. No. Come on, drills. Hi, White Tiger, how are you? Doing good? I'm glad. Oh my gosh, so I've been working on my full coverage cross stitch piece at night. And I'm at the point now where it's just like such a like drag. Cause it's like I do a stitch in this spot with this color and then I have to tie it off and move it. And then I do a stitch in this spot in the same, and it's just like I'm constantly just like having to flip the canvas and like move my thread. And I'm over it. Like anytime that I get a couple in a row, I get so excited right now and I feel like it's taking so much longer. And I'm like not doing as many stitches and I'm like, like I'll take a picture and I'm like, I did nothing today. It's the worst. Oh no. I love it when they have like favorite snacks. I hate those parts. Yeah, me too. Hi, Diego. How old is your beardy now? I don't remember. Five. Oh. Sweet baby. I love the picture that you shared the other day. The leather harness is so cute, right? being outside for the first time there. Speaking of birthday, that little throne reminder. I ended up buying that Charmander binder for my birthday. Because it was on such a good sale, and it should get here, like, just in time. So that'll be fun. Would harness on the... Yeah. Oh, goodness, yes. I think that any animal that's outside should be on a leash or harness or contained in, like, a carrier of some kind. It doesn't matter how good they are, how well behaved they are, whatever. Things happen. The world is unpredictable. And anything can happen, can startle them. And it's just so much safer for everyone. Even animals who live outside get started. Yeah, I hate when dogs are off leash. Same. Same. And then when the people are like, don't worry, he's friendly. And you're like, that's great. But, like, when I had Patch, it was, like, the amount of times that I would have to, like, yell at someone. Like, they'd be like, don't worry, he's friendly. And I'm like, that's great. My dog's not. Like, you're leaving it up to a lot of chance here. Assuming that, like, every dog is going to be okay with your dog running up to them. So frustrating. Used to bring their beardy into the bar you worked at. I didn't know they made them, or I would have said something. That's really cool, though. That must have been fun. And it stinks because the animals are always the one that end up, like, suffering because people are just, I don't know. They think, oh, I don't need to train them, or, oh, I don't have to, like, teach my kids how to behave around animals, or I have to, like, teach, like, it's just, it's really annoying. And then the animal is blamed, and they're just trying to, like, protect themselves. Or they're uncomfortable, and they're reacting in the only way that they can. And then they're like, I don't know why he bit my kid. And you're like, well, what was your kid doing? Hanging off of him? What was your dog doing? Oh, they were off leash? Beautiful pit bull type dog with her person on the trail. Off leash, very pretty. I was like, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I feel like especially a dog that already has a bad rep, like, pit bulls have a very unfair negative connotation to them. And you're just asking for people who are ignorant to react in a way that is just fear or anxiety based. And now your dog ends up getting hurt, you know? Like, it's just, it's... You know, especially when there are so many cute leashes and collars out there, like, what do you mean? You can make your dog look so cool. I don't get it. Had an ex try to get me to take their pup after a baby was born. Oh. I mean... Pets are family. Checking on laundry? No worries. The Beardies' names are engraved? Oh, that's so cool. Ended up with a rescue rabbit. Couldn't have a husband and a rabbit. Oh. What a... What a strange zoning law. Sorry, you can either have a husband or a rabbit when you live here. Not both. Rabbits are cool. I had one growing up. I also really struggle when, like, people complain about, like, their pet, you know, misbehaving in a certain way, but they don't do anything. And they expect it to get better. Like, animals are a commitment, you know? And I feel like too often it's not treated that way. I think maybe it's just because we are such a throwaway society. I don't know. Sorry, is my head like... Hi, Sean. Oh, yeah, I know there was an update. Oh, let me go take a peek. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so neat looking. And you know, it's funny because there are times when people are like, oh, well, my animal doesn't like fill in the blank thing, so I don't like to do it. And it's like, okay, but a lot of times our pets don't like certain things. Like Mittens today, everybody's got to get their nails trimmed. Everyone. Because that's just how it is when you live inside. Mittens isn't a huge fan of it. It's only the second time he's ever had his nails trimmed. Guess what? He still has to get his nails trimmed even if he's protesting it. So, you know, we took our time and he got lots of squeeze tree and we took breaks. You know, like he was not put through like, but like this is something that he's going to have to do as an indoor cat. And it's like sometimes our pets are going to be, it's just like having children. I mean, I don't have kids, but sometimes like we have to do things that are for like their health or their safety, and it's not fun and it's not what they want, but like sometimes they have to have stuff done. Need to see about getting my cat's nails trimmed. My bestie is a groomer. I might ask her. Yeah, we do it. James holds the squeeze treat and I clip the nails. And it works very good. When he was away, my mom would help with Maple and Artemis, but Pippin was like terrified of her. So Pippin ended up getting her squeeze treat on a lick mat that I would then have to like refill as I trimmed her nails. It was a mess, but it worked. The leather doesn't get stuck on her spot. Yes, textile ones can. Yeah. No, because if you guys have never felt a bearded dragon, they are very like spiny. I don't really know how to describe it. They're prickly. Not like in a sharp way or like a cactus way, but in like a things would snag on it, you know? Definitely you could tell that it was made by someone who knows the animal. Because I personally, having not, I mean, I've been around bearded dragons because I worked in a pet store for so long, but I've never owned one and I would not have thought about that. Just because, again, You're not gonna let your kid run around a parking lot because they don't want to hold your hand. Yeah, exactly. Playing in traffic or running up to other people or kids. Like, no. No. At least I hope not. My gosh. Hi, Neophyte. How are you? And I feel like it can be really hard over the internet, especially because we oftentimes see interactions of animals with people that are brief. And there are times when people will try to comment and be like, hey, you might want to like do fill in the blank thing. Or like, I noticed, like, again, it can be said in a way that is nice and kind and not like judgmental. Do you know what I mean? Because there are definitely people who will be like, I can't believe that you did X, Y, and Z. But then there are also people who are like, hey, just so you know, you might want to fill in the blank. And those are the kinds of things I appreciate because we are all learning. And just because we didn't know doesn't mean we're bad people. Like, you know? I bet the cats don't like having their vaccinations either, but you do that for their health and their... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell, White Tiger. Alrighty, friends. It's been an hour, so that means that ads are about to play. Get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. We're going to play some words on stream, and then we will be back and working on this diamond dot some more. I think today I'm going to like finish this whole rose section. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I dropped a gem. No, come back. Okay. I will be right back. Chat, give me 1 second. I went to go find my water bottle and I didn't find it. So, be right back. Thank you all for waiting. You know what? Went ahead and I filled up my other one because I didn't know where that one was. As I was walking, I noticed it in the living room in a spot that it never is. So at least I know where it is. And honestly, it's okay. I probably was due to swap out the water bottle anyway. But like, of course. That's always how it goes. Okay. What am I doing? That guy. Okay. Sorry for like my little rant about animals before. I think where it stems from is that like animals depend on us to like be their voice with one another, like with other people or other animals, and it's always like, I don't know. It's hard when I don't know. Yeah, no, I definitely know that you guys all are of like similar mindsets. At least those of you who stick around. Yes. He is flying tonight. Just doing like practice stuff. His first time flying with his home squadron. So he's excited. After all the training kind of thing, you know? Should we do this whole rose? Like all of this? Or should we let's just do this. I'll leave this out in case we end up like going back to it, but oh yeah, he is so excited and I'm like this no. No. But I'm glad you're excited. I know he's excited to get to use all the training that he just, you know, went away to school for, so. Which is understandable. Oops. There we go. No. Don't fall. Dang it. Oh, really? I think I recorded maybe setting up all of the boxes for this, but I don't know where that video is, if I still even have it. I also keep thinking, and I need to just, like, do this, that I should post the reels I'm doing on YouTube as well. So maybe I should do that. Like, I should do that sooner rather than later before I end up having, like, a lot more videos to have to do it with, you know? Like, right now it's 8 videos, which is a lot, but it's manageable. Hi, Smoothie. Errands and busyness today? No worries. I appreciate you stopping in for any amount of time. I understand. Some days we have to do the adult things. No fun, but gotta be done. Hello? Smoothie? Thank you so much for the contribution towards the Switch too. We're a quarter of the way there? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I like that Throne lets you do, like, contributions towards stuff, because, like, a Switch 2 is a lot. But, like, people chipping in, it chips away at it, you know? Yeah. Those didn't look like they were stuck down, and they weren't. They just went ping. Pirates beat the Yankees. We love to see it. I just noticed on my phone when James texted me that he was on base that the Mets are losing. 4-2. So I have it in, like, my little, like, my app. Boo. Only the 6th? Oh, okay. I did not notice what inning it was. Just the score. Wow, it's a long game. It started at like 2:10, and they're only in the 6th, and it's 4:20. You know, the people who implemented the pitch clock and all that stuff in order to try and make ball games go quicker are pissed right now. James and I were like, that's the dumbest, like, thing ever. Them trying to, like, speed up ball games. Like, the cost of going to a ball game is ridiculous, and you think that people want to spend less time at the park? Like, I want to get my money's worth. Are you kidding? These tickets cost me like $500. Yeah. Well, not only that, but, like, pitchers are getting hurt now. Like, players are getting hurt with all of these, like, rules and speeding up of things because... What, like, the cost? I don't know. I haven't gone to a Major League ball game in years at this point. I go to minor league ones. I'm doing the wrong number. This is 1. What am I... I just know that prices are ridiculous, and they are, like, trying to speed up how... I know that they're trying to speed it up because of TV. Not because fans are complaining at the ballpark. But because of airtime. Well, they're definitely trying to, like, make it quicker. So, I guess you could say they're shrinking the playtime. Higher ups making decisions about what everyone wants never goes well. You know? This color is so vibrant. Oh, isn't that so cute? I definitely, not only do I want to get that because I want to make them, honestly, I want to make a sweater out of those squares. I want to make like a Pokemon cardigan. But I also want to use it to make a pillow for my future nephew. My brother is in the process of adopting, and the boy really loves Pokemon. And so my plan is I'm going to make him and his sister both blankets, but I want to make those like normal. I don't want to do any kind of theme because I want them to be something that they'll use for like the rest of their lives. But what I want to do is I want to let them pick the color yarn that they want, because I remember doing that with my aunt when I was a kid, like going to the store and picking out the yarn that I want. So I want to do that with them. And then I was thinking, since he really loves Pokemon, it would be fun to make him like a pillow. Like have him pick out of that book like which, you know, squares he likes. And I could make him instead a pillow for his bed, because that won't take as long as the blanket. It'll be like something that like he can, you know. Oh, if you do exclamation point throne, you'll see there's a Pokemon crochet book there. I can grab like a link to it if you want. But if you want to see it before I get the link, that's where it's at. So it's on my wish list because I want to make squares for myself, but I also want to make them for this kiddo. Because I think it would be fun, like he could pick 8 squares and I could make like a little pillow. Oops, there's a bunch over here. I hear you. Oops. But I would definitely make the squares like on stream so y'all could watch. Yeah. And I like, you know, when other cousins and stuff have had kids the traditional way, I've made blankets for them. And so I think that doing it this way, where like the kids get to pick out like the colors that they want. Like, again, I said, I remember doing that with my Aunt Shirley when I was a kid. And I think it would be like a fun memory, and then they get like, you know, their own blankets out of it as well. Yeah. And like, even it's funny because I don't like the colors of the blanket that I picked now. I don't really know why I picked them then, if I'm being completely honest, but I love that blanket still. Even though like it's very much not like my taste now, it's still like that there's like that memory associated with it, and that's what makes it like a special blanket. I picked like pale blue, pink, and yellow. I don't know why. Like, I like pastels. I always have, but like those colors? All right. Crocheted a bunch of blankets, and for some reason I picked orange and white. Yeah, and you just kind of sit there and you're just like, what? What? Okay. Yeah, me at my past self, what? I could almost, like, picture my Aunt Shirley was probably also like, what? But I picked them. I have to, like, talk to the Ryans and make sure that they're okay with me doing that. Because, like, if they're good with it, I might want to try and do it this trip that we're all going on. Because they don't exactly live, like, you know, super close for me to, like, do it another time. Because, you know, obviously I would like to do it not necessarily the first time I meet these kids. But we're not going to see them again for a little while, so... Ooh, extra sparkly bee, gems, diamonds, whatever. Ooh, I hope it goes well. You'll have to let us know. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Yay, sparkles! Ugh, these ones are so pretty. Uh-oh. Oh, it's stuck on my finger. Oh, yes, absolutely. I will be sure to open it on stream when it does. I'll make sure that you're here. Does it let you know if it's like when it's going to come? I know that I'll get like an email as well from Throne. Let you know a few days to a week after it arrives. Okay. Because I know that, like, I got a notification that it had shipped. Obviously I haven't checked since I've been, like, since I got home earlier if it's arrived. And I haven't checked my email since last night, so. Yeah, that's true. Oh, hi, Artie. Time for a little dinner. Oh, I'm sure that James isn't listening anymore. I just realized it would have been really fun to have been like, you guys should fly over our house and I'll go out and wave. Dang. Oh my gosh, this piece is huge. It's rolled up right now on my desk. Hang on, like it's huge. You know, the website had the dimensions listed, and I was just like, yeah, okay. I didn't measure it. And the best part is that I bought more than one when I bought this one because there was a sale. And I was like, well, I gotta take advantage of the sale, and I really want to do this one too. And then before I had opened those two, one of the ones that I really wanted came back in stock. And so James was like, well, you better buy that one because he also really liked the design. It was a Kiki's delivery service. And he's like, oh, you have to get that one. So I have 3 more of these to do. Yeah. It's a really cute one. If you go to Diamond Art Club, it's called Under the Stairs, I believe. No worries. I'll be here, dotting away. What, the stream? I am not sure if you can. I feel like you can. I know that you can get it in Canada. I don't know. We can take a look if you want. We can pull up the site on the stretch break. Peruse a little, you know? Try Power Wash Sim 2 demo today. It's better now that I found a way for the camera to move independently to the nozzle. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I would not be able to play that game if I couldn't make that happen. But there's a demo, you say? Google says yes from the official site. Okay, there we go. I wouldn't think that it was, you know, only a US thing. Or a North America thing, I guess I should say. Since they ship to Canada. Yeah, shipping. Hopefully they have like a warehouse or something that they ship from for international, you know? Is it time for you to visit while I work on this cross stitch? Jeez. It's like a cross stitch, but sparklier. kitty time? I think so. It might be. It was so funny this morning, like, getting up at 3 in the morning because of the stupid power outage. Because all the cats were like, hey, what are we doing? Like, Mittens started meowing. He's like, hello, is it morning? And then both girls, like, ended up coming back into, like, the bedroom with us and, like, oh, hello. It's already o'clock. Hi. What's up, beautiful? Welcome back. I hope your walk was good. Screamed in your ear. Yeah, they're dramatic like that sometimes. Literally the whole reason that we give her her meds in the afternoon and not like with her breakfast is because we didn't want her to start like trying to wake us up because she wanted her squeeze treat. That's the whole reason that we give it to her at lunch. Was because I didn't want her to be like, well, I think it's time, so get up. That's a good reason. Yeah. Hi. What's up? You want some pets? I can make that happen. This is a good craft for kitties to come and ask for pets. Because it's a one-handed craft. Yeah. Ma'am, you need to stop being so dramatic with Mittens. Like, when he chased you and he swatted at you, that was an okay time for you to yell. But he just really wants a friend. Okay? You're better. Pippin's the more dramatic of the two. But it is kind of cute because as long as Mittens is, like, out of her bubble, Pippin is fine with him there. It's as soon as he enters her bubble that she's like, absolutely not. I do not want you here. Right? You stay out of my way, I'll stay out of yours. Honestly, though, if that is how Maple acted, he and the girls would be living together by now. Like, that's exactly what I've always wanted, is just cohabitating. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to want to snuggle or play with each other or anything, but you have to respect each other. And if one of you says to back off, the other has to listen, and Maple just doesn't. And I don't know how to teach that. I don't know how to get through to him that. I don't know if you can, you know? It's interesting. It's interesting how, again, you know, some cats understand it and some don't. Make him watch cat videos. There was honestly a bit of me that was hoping that Mittens would, like, kind of teach him a little bit. Because, like, Mittens isn't afraid of Maple. Whereas the girls, if he comes at them, the girls, like, retreat. So that kind of, like, emboldens him and thinks that, like, oh, yeah, I can keep doing this. Do you know what I mean? But Mittens doesn't run. And so I've been like, maybe he can, like, teach you some manners. Do you guys want to see what happened instead last night? Yes. Not always in, like, a big way. Or, like, you know, running around looking or getting upset. But they do, a lot of times, will, like, lift their head up. And, like, look around. Yeah. If it's a real one. If it's, like, on TV and it's, like, a fake cat sound, a lot of times they don't care. But if it's, like, I'm watching, you know, a video of one of your cats, or, like, Saren sends me something with hers, and they're making noise, my cats are like, hello? Who's that? Maybe. Yes. Okay. I'll wait until you're gone, because it'll have the boys hissing at each other. Yeah. Because they are very dramatic. Mine either can't hear or doesn't care. Oh my gosh, what a cheese! What a ham! What a ham! Did you unlock my... You put the mech game on? Oh, careful. We're not doing any better. You watch them for me, okay? You tell them to get their act together, okay? They're not listening to us. Maybe they'll listen to you. Your dog doesn't care. Meanwhile, Patch cared tremendously about animals on TV. Certain commercials we would cringe when they came on because we knew he would fly off the couch barking and growling at the TV. Yeah. Reactive dogs are fun. Mine care in real life, but videos no. My cat always cares. My cat always looks for the other cat. Outside of that, she doesn't care. He cared so much about... Yeah. Gemma cares until she sees it's the TV, then she just watches quietly. Good girl, Gemma. The only thing my dog has cared about on TV is Yoda for some reason. I love that. I love it when animals have, like, weird idiosyncrasies that you're like, what? What kind of dog? A Chihuahua mix. Oh my gosh. Yes, and here's the question. Is it only Yoda or is it Grogu too? These are important questions. Ads are starting soon. What the heck? How has it been another hour? Oh my goodness. All right, well, I guess we'll take a stretch break. When we get back, I'll show you guys the video of Maple and Mittens from last night. Brief glimpses of Grogu. Also watched him. We have not tested Muppets in general. That's adorable. That hates Kia. Oh my gosh, really? Hate it when their partner sang a certain band. I love animals, man. They're so silly. Alright. Twitch is going to play ads. We're going to take a quick break. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. I will see you all in 3 minutes, and we will work on finishing up this section. Thank you all for waiting through ads. There it is. I was like, Saribot? Are the ads done? Okay. Let me show you guys some cat stuff, and then we'll get back into the cat diamond dot. So, this was Mittens and Pippin last night. Trying to, like, not crush my diamond dots. And like, this is what I mean. Like, he's really good at, like, listening to, like, the girls. And, like, respecting their boundaries and, like, not being too much, you know? Hang on. Okay, there we go. So, the two of them had been playing kind of together Or at least watching the toy together, which was really cute. Camera.
Yeah, but what they were talking about is the fact that the guy from First didn't leave. Ah,
okay. Okay. So, like, that was fine. And then he went and he got all excited and he's like, I'm gonna pounce on it.
Wants the toy. Pip.
And he was like, I'm gonna play with this toy. And then she was like, the heck you are. Because, like, look, he's like...
Pippin, he wants the toy.
Her snort
Pip.
kills me. This... Hang on. Her snort! Oh, God. And then this is Maple and Mittens.
What? Sir? Hey, not polite. I'm gonna go sniff his food bowl. He's a lot, huh?
He doesn't know that the meowing is a nice thing.
He's like, the hell, where are the nice ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's licking your bowl.
Mittens like, why are you yelling? Their patterns are opposite, yeah.
Sir?
And then I don't think I have any other video. That was all I took last night. Oh, and then Mittens like wanted to crawl into my skin last night. And then he was like, wee! So, I don't know. This was the other one of the boys.
Hey, nice. That's not nice. Maple. Hey. No.
Like, I don't understand him.
No. Come on. Come on. No. Sir, that's not... No.
Like, I don't get them. I really don't. They did each get snacks then afterwards. Like, in order to try and be like, I don't know, making it a positive. He confuses me. Maple really confuses me. So... He has such bad manners. Yeah. I don't get him. He doesn't get it. Like, Mittens doesn't get it, Maple doesn't get it, everyone's confused. I don't know how to help them. Again, not like they have to get along, like, it's not a permanent... As much as I want it to be, he's not staying here. Like I said to James, if the two of them somehow got along, I would absolutely be figuring it out. Like how we could afford it. But they don't. And so it's like, I don't want to force it. But I kind of do, because I don't want him to leave. What's one more cat, right? That's what my brain says. Or that's what my heart says, I should say. My brain is like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? You do not want another one. And then I carry him around like a baby, and I'm like, what do you mean? Of course I do. I think Maple is actually an alien sent to learn about humans. Yeah, you know, that would make sense. More so than anything else. Another cat is current cat's cost plus a third of the... Yeah, I know. I know. You know what? I don't actually have Fellaway right now going. I did for a while, at least in the breezeway with Mittens, but I don't have any in the main house with everybody. Not a bad idea. I have more, so I could. I don't know if it would help. It certainly wouldn't hurt. Yeah, my heart my heart is huge and big and full of love for these guys, and my wallet my wallet is not. You know, like if love was enough, I'd have a mansion full of all the animals that like needed help. I would be Furball Farms Rescue. You know? But unfortunately, money is a thing. It's always the wallet, literally. If you could pay for your pets in love, you'd have all of the, yeah. I would have all the animals. And I keep reminding myself that if, like, we can't foster fail because then that means we can't foster the next one that needs it. You know what I mean? I really, really, really don't want him going to the shelter. I want him to find his home from foster. So that, because I can't explain to him. I can't explain to him that he did nothing wrong and that, like, it was always going to be a temporary situation. He doesn't know that. He thinks we're his family, and I can't, oh my god, it's destroying me. It's absolutely destroying me. I'd be Megan of all cats. Maybe we, like, finish off this part of the flower instead of going this way. Like, keep it in these columns. Does that... I feel like that makes sense. Because we've got time. We can do more. So we can at least do, like, this color, the bit that matches. And we can finish off this little bit of butterfly. A Clefable. Postal cats, library cats, barn cats. Mm-hmm. One-stop shop for all your cat needs. Oops. That fell off the thing. I caught it! Hooray! And I got a gift. Thank you all for, like, listening to me talk about Mittens. I know I say a lot of, like, the same things over and over again, and I appreciate you all, like, understanding and listening. It's hard when your brain and your heart want two different things. Heck, it's hard when your wallet and your heart want two different things. That's really what it is. Cat lovers, yeah, people get it. Animal lovers get it. For sure. You might say the same thing over and over. I bet you're thinking about it so much more. Oh, yes. My brain is trying to figure out a way that we could make it work. It's like, surely there's an angle we haven't thought of yet. Which is why I'm now, like, reaching out to, like, friends and family and, like, posting about him on, like, my Facebook page and stuff to, like, try and find someone who will adopt him without him having to, like, go into the shelter. That would be ideal. I would feel a lot better about the whole situation if that happened. So... Man, why couldn't I be like Eliza Thornberry and talk to animals? Come on, universe. You keep sending me all of these cats to trap and fix and find homes for. When's my Blythe Baxter moment from Littlest Pet Shop, you know? That was her name, I think. I haven't rescued the wild boar yet. Damn, you're right. Hit the jackpot right down the street, I know. Ugh. I'm pretty spoiled considering that, like, I get to know about him and Gandalf. Like, that's pretty special. And I'm sure since Tigger was adopted by another foster from the same shelter, I'm sure that if I ask them how he's doing, they'll have updates for me on him too. So it's really just Sequoia that ended up going off on her own with, like, no real... Yeah, I keep hoping that maybe they'll, like, post about her on the Facebook group, but they haven't. But seriously, that's pretty lucky to have, like, so many that I get to know, like, what's going on in their lives. I'm very blessed in that regard. And, like, seeing them happy and, like, in their home, like, I don't know, it makes it all, like, I have to keep reminding myself of, like, how happy they are. You know, like, how they're exactly where they're meant to be. And then my brain is like, well, what if Mittens is exactly where he's meant to be? And you're like, brain, no. But what if? Buy our pets. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Sometimes breaking our hearts is the best thing for them. Not the best thing for us. But the right call by them. You're not wrong. Why are you so smart? Dang. So smart. Not necessarily smart, just not as emotionally invested. Fair. I'm a big old softie, especially when it comes to animals. And you all know I, like, humanize everything. Including, you know, like, stuffies at the store. Like, it going home. No worries. Drive safe. Little square with a dot. There we go. I'm bringing the logic in, yeah. Someone has to. Because I'm over here just like all emotion. Cats are so good, man. They deserve the best. Seriously. Like, I just think about all of these guys who were out on, like, the street. Wow, that had, like, 3 gems stuck to the bottom of... Okay. And now I think about how he is, like... I don't know. It's amazing. Animals are so, like, resilient and forgiving. Don't get me wrong, I would love it for you if Mittens could stay, yeah. But, you know, yeah. He could have such a... Yes. Mm-hmm. No, I know. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try and, like, figure it out. Oops. Like, well, maybe I just haven't looked at it from this angle yet. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. Brains, man. Valid as heck. Yeah, go for it, Megan's brain, because if you can figure it out. You know what? Honestly, it's a nice problem for my brain to try and solve for a change, instead of made-up anxiety problems that it likes to just, you know, concoct. So, I'm okay with it. I'll allow it. That's fine. Boop. So, normally on Thursdays, we play games, right? Normally we'll do like Animal Crossing or House Flipper or whatever. Tomorrow we're going to crochet though, because I have a pattern that I'm working on and I would like to work on it a little more. Because I will be taking off some time next week because we are going to be doing some family things. So we'll do our normal game stuff like next week. But I figure no one's going to really mind extra crafts. Oh, you're working on Diamond Dots too right now? Heck yeah. Love that for you. What are you working on? Nope, I don't mind that at all. Oh, the carousel horse. That's fun. James needs to walk in and demand a raise. The military has money now. Yeah. Trust me, I've been telling him he needs a raise now for ages. I don't think he's ever been promoted, or he's been promoted once in the time that I have known him. In 15 years. So. And evidently, when his contract was extended, he was talking about how there's like enlistment bonuses right now, or re-enlistment. Like, so if he re-ups, there's like nice bonuses. And I was like, well, that's perfect. Like, you have to do that, right? Because you had an extension while you were in school. His like re-enlistment was going to happen while he was away. Nope, evidently when he had done the extension, it automatically turned into a 2-year renewal once he was done with school. So he didn't get any kind of signing bonus. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that just the military or his other day job also? What, promotions? So with the railroad, there aren't really like the military where they have like, you know, promotions like, you know, you could be an E5 or an E6 or an E7, like whatever, E4, E3, whatever. They do have, you know, obviously there's different like positions he could move up to in the company. He has gotten raises since he's been there because he hasn't necessarily wanted to be like a manager or like put in for those. So he has gotten like raises and bonuses at both railroads that he's worked at, but not necessarily like a promotion, but that's more just because of like what he wants to be doing versus what like is available to be doing, if that makes sense. I love corn. Yeah, like some things would come with, you know, either more hours, more responsibilities, more traveling, where he would be like away more, and so he doesn't necessarily want to do that, which I understand. So chat, I finished that. Do we go over here and do the rest of or this way still? More! That's good he gets raises. Yeah. Yeah. This way still? Okay. More! I do know that there's like one, I forget what it is exactly. Like a position that he was interested in eventually, like maybe trying for with Amtrak, which would be like a promotion. But they haven't had the position open. But I don't remember if it's Train Master. I don't remember what it's called there. But like almost being in charge of like the room, if you will, for like a shift. So like being the one that, you know, if there's a problem or people need stuff, like they would go to him. I don't remember. Shift supervisor, I don't know, some kind of. How long? I don't know. Honestly, getting a handle on the multi-placer tool with this one has made this go really quick. Compared to other diamond dotting patterns, where I haven't been using a multi-placer, those take longer. And also, I will say that one of the things with this being so big is that there's like big blocks of the same color, so it's not as much like changing like what color you're using, because like it'll be like this was a huge section of 2 colors or 3 colors, so that also kind of makes it go a little bit quicker. I don't know how long I've been doing it though, probably a couple of years. I started my first one I got back before we moved, back before it became like super popular during like COVID. I want to say maybe like 2018, 2017. And that one took me ages to do. But I'm like starting to get into like the groove of things with this pattern. I can see him enjoying that. Yeah, I can too. Currently going out of oh no, oh Kate. Oh goodness, fingers crossed, friend. That's always so stressful. Your hand from canvas to drill box and back again. Muscle memory, I guess. Oops. I also really like these boxes. They've been like a big help without having to like shake stuff and like put it in like the little container and then back and forth. That makes things go quicker. It's all like contained in one thing. That helps. Makes me feel better on my second canvas, maybe 7 months in. Yeah. I mean, I know that Saren can literally do like several of these sections on stream. Like I've seen her do it. So like, you know, it's definitely something. Oh no, the Mets lost 3-4. That's a heartbreaker. So I feel like those boxes are really helpful. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oops. You got a set of the boxes too and you love them? Yeah. Yeah, because like it's just set up like that. And so I just grab what I need. And I don't have to like, you know, pour it from one container to another. Come on, camera. There we go. Arrows. But yeah, being able to put 4 drills on at a time with the multi-placer tool. And then, yeah, do I have to futz around sometimes and like shift them a little bit? Yeah, because they don't always go on straight. Also, the backlighting with the canvas has been really helpful because you can see where things go a lot easier instead of being like, is that lined up? Is that okay? But there's also nothing wrong with it taking time. I don't know about you guys. I find it like therapeutic. I don't know, you know, watching if it is. I don't know if you guys that have done diamond dotting feel the same way. Like, there's something satisfying about it. You just get a multi-placer tool, yeah. Time enjoyed is never wasted, true. You're not wrong. A go, goat. I feel like it's also a good reminder that if you're enjoying it, it's okay if you're doing it slowly. I feel like so often, like I see people who crochet faster than me, who knit faster than me, who whatever, and I'm like, dang, I wish that I could knit or crochet or fill in the blank as quickly as they do, because like, dang, look at, but like, it's okay to be slower at things and enjoy them. Now, do I also want to be quicker so I could get more projects done? Yes. Because I have so many things that I want to do, but that's a different reason to want to be quicker. You know? Oh, gosh. I hate it when, like, a drill gets stuck to another one and you don't realize. And next thing you know, they're, like, all out of alignment. It's a process, too, yeah. The slower you are, the longer you get to enjoy things for. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a bit of me that's like, oh no, I don't want this to like go too quickly because people are really enjoying this series, and I also don't really want to just like buy diamond art kits just to make content, if that makes sense. Like, I want it to be something that I want to make, not like, well, this drives engagement, so I have to do it. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, why am I going to why I don't want to live my life for an algorithm. That sounds awful. You know? Falls off, I didn't realize. Yes. It like falls off somewhere and you're like, where did that go? And I know that I have more of these canvases to do, so like, I'll technically have content for a while. And yeah, I could try. I just need to like time lapse all the stuff that I do. Oops. Sorry, I meant to mute, not change the scene. I sneezed so hard we went to ads. Yeah. I definitely think that, like, cross stitch is a good one, because, like, you can see the difference. I feel like the cat couch can be a tricky one for people, even, like, for chat to enjoy, because it feels like I'm just making one big, giant gray blob, and then just, like, making it a little bit big. Like, it feels like it takes a long time, and it's not as, like, visually rewarding, because it's just like, okay, we added, like, 4 inches to it, and, like, yeah, okay, that's a lot, but at the same time, you're looking at it and you're like, was it that much? It's a tricky craft, that's for sure, when you can't really, like, see the progress as much. Yeah. Other crafts. Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I was even thinking about doing it with, like, the Mewtwo, because it would probably be good to have a little bit, because, like, I want to talk about what happened with that pattern, and having, like, a little bit of video for people to watch while I talk is not a bad thing. So I just have to, like, become a time-lapse queen over here, you know? Cross-stitch or latch hook, yeah. Something where you can see, like, marked differences. For sure. Because, like, I know that I'll listen and, like, I'll watch stuff even if it's not the most, like, visually interesting. if it's like the person that's telling the story is engaging or like whatever they're talking about is interesting to me. But I also know that like if someone is seeing something for the first time, like if I'm seeing someone's content for the first time, if they're doing something that is interesting to look at, I'm much more likely in that first instance to stay, because like I don't know anything about it yet. So if I'm watching something and I'm like, ooh, that's really cool, and I'm like, wow, they're actually really funny, or they're really interesting, or like this is whatever, you know, I'm more likely to watch again in the future. And I feel like that's kind of how, where the heck is that? It has to like be where it's got to be like a mashup of like visually interesting and like listening interesting. There it is. Yeah, you get to see the picture forming. Like I definitely plan on filming or doing something with the Eevee cross stitch. I don't know what, because that's going to be a monster. It's going to be huge, but that's going to be so fun to watch, I think. Like, it's going to be really slow. But I think that would be a good time. That one's a beast. How big is it? By the way, that was my 360-second sneeze this year. Yeah, I actually was saying before, I think you might have missed it, I need to upload the videos that I am working on now to YouTube as well. I haven't. And I need to, because not everyone uses, you know, Instagram. Okay, so on this, the Eevee Evolutions cross stitch is 500 stitches by 783 stitches. Or 20, and again, this is on, I forget what count fabric. So like the count fabric will depend on things. I wonder, hang on. We can actually grab the tablet here if you give me a second. Let's do our little progress video and then I'll go grab the thing. Okay. Boop. All right. Dun 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 dun. Wow. You know what? That's a huge section that we did. That's a big section. We did all of that third column today. All of that bit. Down there. Oh, it's so pretty. Hang on, we can come back over here and turn off the light. There we go. One butterfly is done, yes. Yeah, we got all of this done today. Dang. Let's cover that up. That's cool! Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab my tablet for my cross stitch. Stay, stay. God damn it, stay. Ay, 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 ay. Pippin is having upset tummies again. I really think that I don't know. I really don't know. Can't connect to Dropbox. Make sure you're online or try again later. I'm online. Yeah, I almost feel like she um needs like a different food. Cuz it's like if we give her too much wet food, she ends up getting like an upset stomach. I don't understand it. Welcome back. To continue, sign into your Samsung account. Sure, I know that password. Maybe less wet and more dry. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if whatever's in the wet food is upsetting her stomach. I don't know what it is. So like the dry food that she and Maple get, they have a wet food, like the same formula. So honestly, I might just try that and see if that helps anything. Cause like I literally went to go grab my tablet and I could just, not to be gross, but smell that she had an upset stomach, and I was like, okay. So like I stopped for a minute and cleaned out the litter box. All right. Ads are going to play. So we're going to take a really quick stretch break. I'm going to go find my password for this, and then I'll show you guys what this cross stitch is going to look like. I'll be right back. Okay. I have to reset my password. Reset. It's not written in my little password book. It's not in there. I'm gonna write it in here now. Verify that it's you. I've literally verified. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with this. I'd rather it verify than... Oh, no, no, no. No, no. I did not click on the MLB app. Reset password. Where should I put this? What section? We'll put it here. Samsung. No, I don't want a strong password. Watch it be like, you can't use a password that you already have. Oh, you... No, that worked. Okay. Been there, done that. Okay. Signing in. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Oh no, now you know! Now you know my password. It's your wrong password! I would accidentally say it out loud, yeah. Tell us what state you're in. A state of confusion. Why isn't that an option? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Can we do this now? PDF file. From Dropbox. No items. Hey, Dropbox? Am I in the right account? Yeah? What do you mean? Is it because I'm logged in on my phone? I literally can see it on my phone. I'm logged onto the internet, right? It says connected. Okay. Manage devices. It says make sure you have a valid network connection and try again. Well, I wanted to pull up the pattern. I guess show it to you on my phone. It won't be the same as like the pattern keeper app. But so this is 500 stitches by 783. So that's that's 391,500 stitches. To give you perspective, my cat cross stitch is 51,870. But the thing with this one, hang on, these are all the colors I need. Okay. But like, see, it's like there's a lot of big sections of the same color. Although that's annoying, those are really close symbols. Oh god, no. Just kidding, there's a lot of difference. Oh no. If you haven't seen it, this is the pattern. It's called The Possibilities. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. Yeah. So, also a little intimidating, just a little bit. 51,000 versus 300. It's fine. You act like it's a big deal. I'm only like I'm only a lot nervous about it. It's honestly one of the reasons that I wanted to do the cat one first, because I wanted to try doing it as half stitches instead of full stitches. So like these, for instance, are full stitches, right? See, it's a cross. Each stitch is an X. Half stitches only go in one direction. Do you guys want to see the cat one? Wait, I haven't shown. Hold on. Boop. Here's the cat one. And these are half stitches. See, they only go in one direction. But from here, you can't tell. And that's what I wanted to figure out before I did something that was really big. Because if I could do half stitches, that's half the time that it would take. Versus doing full stitches. So that's the other thing too, is sometimes people are like, wow, you stitch this so fast. I'm only doing half stitches. So that helps. And I wanted to see how it would look on like a full coverage piece, because I've done little test samples before. And yeah, I wanted to see like a big piece. Boop. Welcome back, Emily. So we're getting there. This is at 87% done. Yeah. 87 point something. Here it is. 87.52. What count Ada is that? Oh, 28 count? Maybe? Oh, wait. Count. It's this. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm doing 2/1 half stitching. I would definitely say if you wanted to try doing half stitches, to test it on like a piece of fabric and see if you need 2 or 3 strands, or 1, depending I guess on how like the fabric you're using, because you don't want, like, if you're only doing 1 half stitch, it needs to be like full, if that makes sense, because you don't want it to look like there's a lot of gaps. So, but yeah, I would test it yourself, but for me, 2/1 is good. What do you mean only? That's big. That's bigger than this. Oh, but here. Oh, compared to the Eevee, that's fair. Even though I can't show you the Eevee one on here. Hang on. So right now, I'm thrilled. The red stitches are the ones that I'm currently going to be doing. And I'm thrilled because there are several that are near each other. But you can see that there's like a lot of different stitches now. Black is going to be like one of the last colors I do. And there's a decent amount of black in this area. I normally, when I work on cross stitches, I go lightest to darkest on, if I'm able to, on my thread, because I just feel like it looks better. I don't know how to really explain it. But I'm saving that because there'll be like big chunks of black to get done. How much? I have 1,409 black stitches to do in this still. I think that might be my most. No. My most is 3371, which is also a really dark color, and I have 1,432 of those. So, like, here you can see that's, like, in order of, like, how many stitches are left. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fun. It's fun, but, like, it's annoying right now where I have to do, like, one stitch here, tie it off, one stitch here, tie it off, one stitch here, tie it. Because, like, you also have to, like, figure out where it is, which is why in the future I'm doing, like, a section at a time. Even if I could work, like, the whole thing, I'm not going to. I'm going to, like, I'll work if I have, like, more of a thread. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm only doing this page. Like, I will work from one page to another kind of thing. But I'm not going to, like, travel across the whole piece. Like, I'm gonna do it in sections. That was... It's nice having it all gridded out and being able to do that, but now it's a pain in the ass trying to find the individual, like, where's the one stitch I have to place in this like, it's a pain in the ass. So, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's learning, you know? We're learning what works and what doesn't, so. That's going to do it for me tonight. I am going to go give my cat some probiotics, have some dinner, and I don't know what, because my baseball team already played today. So, maybe I'll play a game. Maybe I'll play some Paleo or something. That might be a good idea. And then I'm going to cross stitch after I feed all the animals and all of that, so. Hooray! Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. We got so much done on this. I'm really pleased. And yeah, we will be back at it. Not maybe this weekend? I don't know. We'll figure out. Oh, I didn't do a point giveaway. We'll do 2 tomorrow. Or should we be lawless again? Should we be lawless? Quick, if you're here, you have a minute. Tell me what you want. I'm literally setting a timer. I love lawlessness. A. D. Perler. A. I love lawlessness. Perler for raccoon. A for Sharn. A for procrasticrafting. C for Emily. Anyone else? Anyone else want to join into our law? This is the second time I've done this, so this week's numbers are going to be wild compared to all the others. We love it, yeah. All right. That'll do it. Thank you all for being here for Lawless After Hours voting. It's been too long. Pippin needs her couch. I know. I know. People aren't really loving her couch, though, as an idea. It's okay. We'll work on it. We'll figure it out. Alrighty, friends. That's going to do it for us. I hope. I don't think this is Lawless. I think this is Megan Lawless. Oh? Megan Law. Ah, I see. I see. Thank you all for being here today. Have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. Saren, thank you for the raid. Smoothie, thank you for the donation towards the Nintendo Switch 2. I appreciate you. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be working on the Mewtwo crochet. I almost said cross stitch because I have a cross stitch sitting here. So you don't want to miss that. We're making a pattern because AI sucks. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Here's my socials. Here's my Discord. Okay, I love you all. Bye.